The first program I ever worked on, ever, before MPC, before anything, was Performer. That was my first time ever really jumping into production on a professional level. So me, I started out using software. And then when I moved to Atlanta from Houston and realized that people used MPCs, I didn't really use MPC until I got to Atlanta. And I kind of had to teach myself how to use a drum machine. So once I started jumping back into it, I wanted to learn everything. So I kind of started really teaching myself everything again via, sequencing on Pro Tools, sequencing on Logic, sequencing on Reason. I just kind of wanted to learn everything, I'm a piano player by trade, so a lot of my records start there, and there's a particular piano that I like, that I found maybe about a year ago in Contact that I really, really like. That sounds, even though I have acoustic piano, which is a great, plug-in also, but in Contact there's a plug-in, there's sounds, it's like a Steinway Grand with harmonics or something like that, and that piano sounds like it dead on the money for me. So I might pull that up and just kind of play around and diddle around for a while, and until something happens. You know what I'm saying? Or if I've been listening to, if I've been in the club or I've been listening to different club music or whatever, I might go through FM8, which is one of my favorite plugins, and find out some different things. Or there's certain things that I know back and forth. I know FM8, I know Massive, I know Contact, Battery, love Battery, back and forth. But the great thing is that when I discovered Core, I was able to understand that the Core kind of consolidates all that stuff. It's like one master plugin. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having to go through all the different things. I discovered Absinthe through Core. You see what I'm saying? I bought a bundle, and, all the stuff comes with the bundle. But, never really, never been paid attention to Absinthe, not really understanding what the sounds were and what the purpose was, really. I just used what I would use. When I got Core and was going through it and found different sounds, it was like the sound was generated from Absinthe. I'm like, Absinthe got some dope stuff in there. So then that made me launch Absinthe and say, okay, let me just go through Absinthe and see what's in here. And so Core actually allowed me to really open my mind to the sounds in Absinthe. And the way that it breaks down sounds. If anybody knows anything about native instruments, especially like FM8 or Massive or whatever, the way that the sounds is breaking down, it's like, okay, there are general sounds, piano, strings, guitar, whatever. Then it'll break it down to thin, dry, processed. It's just basically whatever, it's just so specific. And what I like about Core is the same process. It's that specific, but it's that specific over the entire library. So if I'm looking for something and it's like, man, I'm trying to find this one synth sound that sounds like this, it's dry, it's processed, it's, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third, I got it analog, and then it narrows it down to that category. And I think that it just makes producing easy. Instead of going through a million sounds, you may be in the studio for hours going through sounds. To me, I feel like that kind of chops down the time. You know what I mean? You can really, really figure out what you want to do. You can really, really find the particular sound. And even with the drum loops and with the whole thing, you can go and find crazy loops without even, in loops that are not just, you can tweak them and make them your own and filter them in the whole nine. I think that is just makes producing easy. It makes my approach very easy. And every time I've done it, it works.